Hey guys, it's Miss Sims here. I'd like to just go through with you over some problems, some trig word problems. So I'm starting out here, and this is the handout that I've put online for you. And so these are our notes about application of trig word problems. So just a couple of words that we need to know to our vocabulary will be angle of elevation. And so angle of elevation would be when you look up to see something. For example, if you had a tree and you looked up to the top of the tree to see, say, an apple in the tree. So you, as a person, would be on the ground, straight line to the tree, and you look up to see. So this angle formed right there would be an angle of elevation. An angle of depression is looking down to something. So again, let's say that you, as an observer, are walking on the street. Here you are, walking down the street. Okay, and you see some money on the ground. So you look down to see the money. So I have the horizontal line right here, which would be straight out, but because you are looking down, you created an angle of depression. Now, both of these situations will create a right triangle. Okay, it's just the angle of depression right triangle is upside down, and the angle of elevation triangle is right side up. So I always tell people that it sounds like angle of depression should be sad because we're looking down, but it's not really sad. It's just that it means that we're casting our eyes down versus up. All right, so the next thing we're going to talk about here is I've got a couple examples, and they are the examples that are on that worksheet. So if you're looking at the notes that are online, these are the three problems that were in there. So you can see in the first problem here, they've drawn us a triangle. So like I said the other day, the key to the triangles is to label. So I'm going to put my right angle. The angle they've given me is 20. So as I label, this side will be opposite, and the side I'm looking for is the hypotenuse. So with opposite and hypotenuse, I should be doing sine. So I'm going to say sine. I'll put my 20 degrees. I'll set it equal, and then the opposite is 1.8. And we are looking for L. So we did a solving problem like this the other day. I told you I wanted to see a setup, and then you could go ahead and solve for L. So in this problem, L would have to be 1.8 divided by the sine of 20. And then use your calculator to get your final answer. And I typed it into my calculator, and I got 5.263, and then those were meters. All right, so in the second example, they have not drawn a picture, so I'm going to start by drawing a picture. It said, how long will the shadow of 100-foot building, so here's my building, it's 100 feet tall, and we all hopefully know that the shadow would be on the ground, so this is my shadow, would be if the sun is at an angle of elevation, so that means the angle of elevation will be down here of 38 degrees. So I'm looking for the shadow, so I'll call that X. And as I go in and label again, this is my opposite, and this would be my adjacent. So I am definitely